straight. What does that mean to the group going into the break?
Well, I think it means we're playing pretty well, pretty consistently. Still trying to evaluate, honestly. We played probably 2 good periods today. Obviously, I was a lot to blame there, but that second period we just turned the puck over way too much, got away from our game, and obviously the response, you work hard to draw penalties, and then it's nice to see the power play get rewarded, and then the penalty kill come up with a gigantic kill where I don't think the guys even let them pretty much get set up, which was great.
What do you take away from the last 2 games where you're able to come back in both of them?
Yeah, I mean, they're 60-minute games. Sometimes you got to lead, sometimes you don't. It just matters if you're playing the right way, and we can live with playing the right way and losing games sometimes. But I don't know. Some games are different, and we've had a lot of leads going into the third period, so we felt confident. Like, we have the results, so confidence wasn't an issue. There's no panic like there was last game, and it's nice, like I said, draw the penalties. Nice to capitalize.
How about the looks you got on the power play in the third?
Yeah, just creating the momentum. Today we didn't have time for momentum. We had to score, so we knew that. And I think the one that to start the period was huge. Like we talked about it in here, that was the one that was going to set the pace for the period. And then our next 2-3 shifts after that were really good to draw another one. And then the tide started to shift. So it was good.
30 goals for Brock. How good do you feel for him to hit that number?
Well, he should have had it already if I wasn't the issue. But he's playing great. Like, he's going to spots to score goals. He's not in the perimeter as much as he used to be, and he's inside that scoring area. And when you're in there all the time, the pucks are just going to bounce in your stick. A lot of those today are just because he's there, and he's got really good hand-eye. Obviously, I think that was a double tip today, actually, and he got it, and I'm happy for him.
What have you learned about Brock in the almost 5 years you've come to know him? What is the key to his success?
I just think he knows what his role is. And he's chipping away at, Rick, you always use the words levels in games, like in our game personally, and he's trying to get to another level, even that. So when he's physically engaged and moving his feet, I mean, it's the exact same as I tell you guys for me. When we're all doing that, we're all playing at our high level, and he makes me a better player, no doubt. I mean, I like playing with him. I know where he's at a lot of the time, and we have good chemistry. We've been playing together for a lot of games over the last 5 years, so I'm happy for him.
Yeah, obviously we didn't love our second period. We didn't love kind of them, kind of getting that momentum there for that stretch. But then being able to reset and come back, and our power play stepping up huge, and our PK doing a great job there at the end, and obviously winning one in overtime is great. So being able to get not just a point, but then 2 points out of that game in the situation we were in was really, really good.
What does it do for this team going forward to come back in 2 straight games where you're down in the third, earn a point in one, win another one, and really showcase the fact that you guys can win games regardless of the situation?
Yeah, we've talked about it before, right? Being able to win games different ways, and you find yourself, in different situations in every game, right? And, ideally everything's perfect all the time, but it's never going to be. So you need to have a little bit of, certainly resiliency, but you need to be able to kind of roll with the punches and kind of figure out the game as it kind of transpires. So we did a good job with that, and we're gonna enjoy our break here.
You've been on a lot of good teams, a lot of playoff teams, a couple of Stanley Cup teams. The feeling Brock expressed that you can win any game no matter what the situation, is that common to all those teams? Does this feel familiar to you, what's going on right now?
Yeah, it does. It does. And I think being able to kind of feel those momentum swings. Obviously, they had momentum there to score a couple quick goals. And then being able to, stop that, park that, move forward, win the hockey game. Shows a level of resiliency that you need, and a level of confidence and maturity, being able to say, it doesn't really matter how we got here. We need to win the game, and this is what we have to do to win it. I think that mentality is very beneficial to play for a while into the spring and summer.
For a hardcore PK guy, what is that 5-minute kill like for you and the guys who are doing it once it's accomplished?
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought it was great. Obviously, you heard the fans going nuts out there, which was great, and you try to keep them short. You don't want to overextend. We got 5 minutes to get through, so you want to keep them short and get off the ice as quick as you can, get it clear, get off. But it was good. We did a really good job with it. I don't know how many shots they had, but and then obviously our power play stepping up was huge, and they got to score those goals to get us back into that game, and they do. And then it was our job to finish that game and get a point out of it, and we did. So it's nice to see guys stepping up in their roles and really kind of embracing that.
Did
get an explanation.
He's talked about the fact that you guys are self-starters, that a lot of times he doesn't have to give you that message. Was that the case in between the second and the third, mainly you guys talking amongst yourselves?
Yeah, and listen, they come in and they say their deal, and he's like, obviously that wasn't good enough, and we need to do better. This is what we do, right? Like X, Y, Z, whatever it is. But being able to, as a team, take that to heart, kind of digest that, and then talk amongst ourselves and go out and get it done was huge. So, like I said, a confident and mature hockey team. We're still developing. We're still getting better. So, no, it's very optimistic.
We got JT here,
See that
guys.
sequence,
One more, maybe, and that's
the
it.
penalty, not getting the penalty, and how did it sort of play out for you?
Honestly, we went into that pile, and we went into that. As soon as JT shows up, everyone leaves. I just went into the pile, and I didn't really do anything, and I just kind of pushed the guy, took the puck, and he comes out. He's like, "You buried him from behind." I was like, "What are you talking about? I didn't do anything." So he went in there, and I was kind of talking to him. I'm like, "I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything." And then they looked at me like, "Yeah, you didn't do anything." So I was just I was confused. I didn't know that they were obviously looking at my penalty to see what happened, and then they pulled Mizey out, and I wasn't sure how, they can, I don't know, change players and just pull a penalty out of here or there. I mean, maybe they just got it wrong, whatever. But they tried to say, "I don't know why you're in here," and I'm like, "You told me I got a penalty." So I don't know. It was weird, very weird situation, but ultimately we got it done. So, yep.